Are you a fresh graduate? Do you want to fulfill your educational aspiration by pursuing higher education in various interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary areas like environmental science, environment and occupational health, philosophy, sustainability science, folklore and culture studies? If yes, the School of Interdisciplinary and Transdisciplinary Studies offers various programs like Master's Program, Graduate Program, Postgraduate Diploma, Certificate and Appreciation Program. The school offers 5 Master's Programs. Master of Science, Environmental Science. The eligibility criteria for MSc Environmental Science is Graduate in Science, BTech, BE, Agriculture Graduate, Forestry Graduate and Veterinary Graduate. School also offers Masters in Environment and Occupational Health, Masters in Sustainability Science, Masters in Philosophy and Masters
Good evening and welcome to the academic episode of the show Samvaad, an academic dialogue initiated by the Indira Gandhi National Open University for PhD programs on the Gyan Darshan, the educational channel of the Indira Gandhi National Open University. Today we will be discussing the prospects of the PhD in Geology. In earlier session we discussed overview of the PhD programs offered by the School of Sciences. In today's scenario, as the climate change, measures for the sustainable development and war-related issues, pollution, global warming, all these issues are one or other way related to the discipline of geology, where lot of research and expertise, practical expertise has to be developed, which will lead to the solutions for the challenges faced by the world. In the line, the School of Sciences is offering PhD program in Geology, where the student were trained for the research aptitude and practical expertise in the field of geology. In this line, today I have the distinguished faculty of discipline of geology with me, and I would like to know the academic background and objectives of the PhD program of geology by Professor Meenal Mishra ma'am. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Dr. Gaikwad. Actually, since the inception of geology in IGNOU, that was in 2010, geology became part of School of Sciences in IGNOU. So we started PhD Geology program in 2011. Apart from PhD Geology program, we are also offering geology courses in BSc level, and then apart from that, Masters, that is MSc in Geoinformatics Diploma and PG certificate. Other programs are also there. Anyway, today we are going to discuss about PhD Geology program. So we offered this program. It is research oriented program, as all of you know, and we want to develop aptitude and skill in research in geology. And we in this program we are focusing on earth materials, what is their nature, geological processes, and then the challenges, you can say environmental challenges. So we prepare scholars for their careers in research, in academia, and in resource management. So the aim of the program is to enhance the career prospects and skill upgradation.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to know, as you said, ma'am, the discipline is striving for developing the human resource in the field of geology with the skills. So, the PhD program offered by the discipline of geology, what will be the general information and eligibility criteria? I would like to call Dr. Omkar Verma sir to explain briefly on this matter.
Thank you, sir. Well, the university offers the PhD program in geology in accordance with the University Grant Commission minimum standards and procedure for award of PhD degrees, Regulation 2022, along with the amendments made from time to time by the University Grant Commission. Further, this program is on offer on two categories. First, full-time, and second, part-time. So the students which are admitted under both these categories, they will require to attend the PhD, pre-PhD classwork as per the IGNOU PhD guidelines. Further, this program can be completed with a minimum duration of 3 years and a maximum duration of 6 years. However, in case of women candidates and person with disabilities, the 2 years extra are given beyond their maximum duration of the program. So, this program is having very unique eligibility. So, any candidates having post-graduation in geology, applied geology, geological sciences, earth science, and resource management, petroleum geoscience, petroleum exploration, marine geology, geochemistry, geophysics, hydrogeology, geomatics, or geoinformatics, or remote sensing and GIS, from any recognized university having at least 55% marks in aggregate or its equivalent grade in a point scale wherever the grading system is followed. So, this is regarding the eligibility for taking admission in this program. Additionally, a relaxation of 5% marks or its equivalent grade may be allowed to those belonging to SC, ST, non-creamy layer OBC, economically weaker section, person with a disability, and other categories of candidates as per the decision of the University Grant Commission from time to time. So, in addition to the educational qualification, the candidates who have qualified joint CSR UGC NET examination in earth science stream of the NET examination in any category is eligible for the admission in the PhD program in geology. Basically, the NET examination has 3 categories, and the eligible candidate of this category, they belong to the category number 1, those candidates who qualified the NET examination with the award of JRF and assistant professorship with ballot, JRF or fellowship. And category number 2, those who qualified for appointment as assistant professor and admission in PhD program with ballot certificate. In number 3, those candidates who qualified the examination for admission to PhD program only with a ballot certificate. for PhD admission. In case of category number 2 and number 3, the validity of the certificate is a period of 1 year from the declaration of the result of joint CSR UGC NET examination. So therefore, student should carefully check the validity of their certificate before applying for the PhD admission in the geology program.
Thank you, Verma sir. You have given a very brief overview of the following of the in compliance of the UGC minimum standards for offering PhD program in geology, along with the eligibility criteria, where the disciplines described, whatever you have mentioned, there the student has to score 55% mass minimum and 5% relaxation is given to the reserve category candidates. Now coming to the selection procedure and pre-PhD coursework, I would like to have an overview for our viewers from Dr. Kakoli Gogoi, who is also another distinguished faculty of the geology discipline. Ma'am, please explain the selection procedure and pre-PhD coursework, how the discipline is going ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone who have passed the CSIR UGC NET in art sciences, they can apply online through the IGNOU's PhD admission portal. Then applicants need to register by creating a login ID and password, and complete the online application form with personal academic and research details, and upload the required documents like proof of date of birth, relevant mark sheets, degree certificates, caste certificates, then disability certificate if any, then UGC NET JRF scorecard, and finally they have to give the fee, the application fee, and complete the application. Then after that, the eligible and shortlisted candidates will be called for an interview at the headquarters of university at Madangari, New Delhi. Then each of the candidates will be required to present his or her research proposal before the PhD admission committee of geology, and the performances of the candidates will be evaluated based on 3 parameters, like research methodology, which is 40% weightage is given. Then subject domain is also 40% weightage, and communication skills, that is 20% weightage. And admission to the PhD geology program, this is strictly based on merit, and a combined merit list of JRF candidates and candidates with valid UGC NET score under category 2 and 3. This is prepared, and the final merit list is of the candidates for PhD admission. This list is uploaded in IGNOU official website. Then the selected PhD candidates may choose the part-time and full-time research depending on their academic goals and professional commitments. So the full-time research requires the scholar to devote most of their time with research activity regularly with their mentor or supervisor at the university, and the part-time researchers, this is suitable for working professionals that allows them to pursue their doctoral studies along with their professional commitments, and however they should obtain the NOC from the employer. And the coursework that is compulsory for both the part-time and full-time scholars. And candidates, they may have option to work with co-supervisors from recognized universities or research institutes, where the scholar can get additional specialized expertise, especially when the research is multidisciplinary, or any laboratory facilities is required from another institutes. And you see, all the selected scholars, they will undergo pre-PhD coursework as per IGNOU PhD guidelines, and the duration of this course is 6 months, and the credit is 18 credits. And there is a compulsory attendance of 80% is required to be able to appear for the pre-PhD coursework exam. And the coursework that is compulsory, and it is conducted at the headquarters at IGNOU in Madangeri, New Delhi. That is the.
Thank you, ma'am. As you have given the brief that pre-PhD coursework is conducted at the IGNOU Maidangadi headquarters, it means that the discipline is following a very rigorous process. So academically, a viewer may like to know that what is taught in the PhD coursework. So I would like to invite Professor Meenal Mishra ma'am to give the brief on the courses to be taught in the PhD coursework, where not only skills, the student is also exposed to the academic vigor of the program. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Gaikwad. As Dr. Kakoli has mentioned, that coursework is compulsory, and we need to have 80% attendance. And the coursework has got two components. First one is compulsory courses, and the second one is elective courses. In compulsory courses, we have research methodology, then we have research techniques in geology, then we have research and publication ethics. So research methodology and research techniques in geology are worth 4 credit each. And then research and publication ethics, this is 2 credit worth course. And this course regarding research and publication ethics, this is done by the university for all the discipline across all the PhD courses. So that is combined. And then we also have elective course. And out of these 4 listed courses, 2 courses are chosen. They are chosen or they are recommended by the DRC. The Doctoral Research Committee recommends particular courses for each student as per the requirement. So the first one is petrology. It is worth 4 credit. Second one is paleontology, 4 credit. Then geological applications of remote sensing and GIS, again 4 credit. And lastly, it is environmental geology, 4 credit. So as per the recommendation of DRC, the student is given to study 2 elective courses. Let me tell you a little about each course. The first course, that is compulsory course, that is research methodology. It explains you about general topics in research, then specifically geological research and emerging areas. Then what is research design and how do you plan for geological research, and then it will also teach you to write thesis and demonstrate methods in or topics in paper writing. Second one is research techniques in geology. So that will explain you how to carry geological field work and how to collect the data. And then it will also acquaint you to undertake sample preparation in the laboratory. And then it will also demonstrate you, or you will come to learn about nuances of handling the instruments and data computing skill. Then this was about the research, two compulsory courses. Then the course which I have told you, that is carried by the university jointly for all the scholars across all the disciplines. So that trains the research scholar for responsible conduct. It will focus on philosophy, ethics, integrity, and it will tell you how to prevent yourself from scientific misconduct like plagiarism and fabrication of scientific facts and manipulation of the data. It also covers publication ethics, predatory journal, and then citation databases and many more. And then in the elective courses we have petrology. Then here you will be told about the current trends about researches in petrology, in igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic rocks. And then in paleontology, you will learn about the cladistic construction of cladogram and molecular phylogenetics. And you will be also told, in fact, about the paleobiological laboratory techniques. And another course, elective course, which I told you, that is regarding geological applications of remote sensing and GIS. It will explain you remote sensing, GIS and GNSS, that are the components of geoinformatics, and how to characterize geospatial data, formats and products. And lastly, the last elective course is environmental geology. Here you will learn about the recent trends in the researches in environmental geology. Now, after the coursework, see, there are two methods of assessing you during and after the coursework. One is continuous assessment. In between the coursework, you will be assessed like through assignments, through book and paper reviews, and then tests and seminars. And lastly, after 6 months, when you complete the coursework, you will have term end examination, that is the final paper.
Thank you, ma'am. By understanding that rigorous coursework has been imparted by the discipline of geology, one can understand that a student is given exposure to the methodologies, techniques, expertise and ethics. Apart from that, advanced knowledge of the technologies involved in the geology, that exposure is also given to the students. However, if I would like to join a geology PhD, generally there will be a concept that what kind of expertise, what kind of specialization, what kind of supervisor skills are available in the discipline of geology. To give an overview on this matter, I would like to invite Dr. Omkar Verma sir to brief the viewers about this.
Thank you, sir. I am happy to share that the discipline of geology has 5 faculty members, and each faculty member has a different area of research interest. So let's begin with Professor Meenal Mishra. Professor Mishra is today with us here, and she has research and teaching experience of more than 33 years. She has published more than 100 articles in national and international journal. She does research in petrology, geochemistry, sedimentology and Himalayan geology. Then we have another professor, Professor Bender Deshmukh. Professor Deshmukh has research and teaching experience of about 2 decades. He published more than 16 articles, 60 articles in national and international journal. He does research in geoinformatics, geomorphology and geotectonic. We have another professor, Professor R. Vaskar. Professor Vaskar has experience of 3 decades, and he published more than 60 articles in peer-reviewed high-impact factor journal. He does research in environmental geology, geomicrobiology, and petrology. We have 2 assistant professors in discipline of geology. Dr. Kakoli Gogoi. She is also with us here. She has more than 15 years of teaching and research experience. She has published numerous research papers in high impact factor journals. She does research in coal petrology, environmental geology, geoinformatics, and sedimentology. And finally, myself, Omkar Verma. I am also assistant professor in the geology discipline. I published 60 research papers, and I do research in paleontology, stratigraphy, paleoclimate, groundwater, and geoscience education. So, discipline of geology has several research facilities which are essential for undertaking research in geology. So, apart from these research facility that we have in the discipline, we also collaborate with other research institutions in India and across the globe.
Thank you, sir. That is a very good overview of the faculty of discipline of geography. There is a time constraint, otherwise we were having a discussion on the students' job placement record of the discipline and the research output of the discipline. So I would like to request Kakoli madam and Mishra madam to have a brief 1-minute overview of the slides on these matters.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Gaikwad. Since our inception of this program, since 2026, 14 students have been awarded PhD degree, and alumni placement has taken place as assistant professors in colleges and universities, as scientists in research organizations, and as consultants in government and multinational companies. And there are good job prospects in PhD geology as faculty in university and colleges, as research scientists in different research institutions. Oil and gas industry also finds good place for PhD geology candidates, and also mining and mineral companies. So the discipline has undertaken high quality research, and the research outputs have been published in peer reviewed high impact factor national and international journals. You can see them listed on the screen, like Geosystem, Geoheritage, Journal of Geology from Chicago, and Geological Journal. You can see them listed, and here many more journals are there. The discipline has published their papers in this high impact journals. And before we summarize, I just want to add one more factor, that our assessment process is very much rigorous. In every 6 months, we call our research scholars, and they are asked to present their work done in 6 months, and they are also told what they will be doing in next 6 months in the presence of external experts and internal faculty.
Thank you, ma'am. With this, we will conclude this session. I encourage all the viewers to apply for PhD in geology. As you witnessed, the discipline has a very strong academic and research background. I thank Meenal Mishra ma'am, Dr. Omkar Verma sir, Dr. Kakoli Gogoi, who are with me as an expert. Namaskar.
Thank you.